Took steps. And I know you've waited a long time, but don't fret, we got next. We got next. We got next. We got now. The next how. Just ask when. Take a bow for the ones who came
All right, we
before
coming
us,
to you
'cause we
live,
ain't
episode 3.
after the him. So
Same
get your
old
grip
groove.
on.
Want to talk about a few topics, bring that real conversation. So, I'm going to put it out there real easy, man. Guys, let's talk about, we don't want to do the same old New Year resolution. So, let's talk about how we fucked up last year and how we're going to succeed this year. I like to call it past failures, future successes. Let's talk about it. Dave, how you failed last year? What you going to do differently this year, bro?
I really was decent last year. I was really trying to think about ways that I failed. I didn't really fail. I wanted to start back school last year, but it was a hiccup with some transcripts, getting my transcripts. But I got those, so I'm ready to start. Other than that, yeah, I ain't failed on nothing. I really laid a foundation to come through 2022 good.
So, last year was just a builder year for you. It wasn't nothing that you had no goals set, nothing.
I mean, I was still getting adjusted to Jacksonville. You know what I'm
Cool.
saying? Like I was just getting settled in. A lot of the stuff was, just getting a crib together because I had just moved out here not too long ago.
Facts. Facts. But you failed because you said you was trying to get in school.
Yeah, but I don't look at it as a failure on my part though because it was nothing that I can literally do about it. I was literally on the news because couldn't get my transcript, so I
Facts.
tried. It's not a lack of effort, so I don't look at that as a failure, especially because I'm not putting a time limit on my education. I think that that's one of the things that I'm going back to school with is like knowing that my timeline and everybody else's timeline don't gotta be the same. You know what I'm saying? Because you got you got people that's in positions that all it takes is a 4 year degree for you to get. And 4 years ain't shit. You could sit on
Facts.
the sideline for 20 plus years because you don't got a degree. I'm not doing that. If it take me 6 years to get it, I got it, and then that's gonna put me ahead of so many fucking people. So I'm just taking my time getting what I got.
That's a real good shit, bro. Good shit. Good shit.
Hmm.
You failed. I mean, and the way I see it, I don't think failure a bad thing. In my mind, anytime we mess up, we fuck up or we fail, it's just an opportunity for improvement. So I feel like whenever you said something, you really want to fail because failure teaches you a lesson. You know what I mean?
One
And you get to
hundred
grow from
percent.
there. Facts.
I don't think it's a failure because it was literally nothing that I can do. And if something is out of my control, then
Mm-hmm.
I can't really say it's
Mm-hmm.
a failure. Like
Mamba
on
mentality.
me.
Though. Mamba mentality. Hey, B, if he's done everything he can do, what else can he do?
More.
More. Fuck is you talking about? Do more. That's it. Mamba mentality. That's what we bring in
What
all
you talking about?
2022.
More.
Mamba mentality. But good shit though, bro. B, talk to us, man. How you fail last year? How you succeed this year?
Well, last year I know I definitely didn't have enough raw sex. So I want to improve that this year. Gotta watch some game film, see where I went wrong. But no, on a serious note, so where I failed last year, I think I don't know how many minutes it is in a year. I think that song from Rent tells you, but I think I didn't maximize every minute of the year last year. I think I could have been a little frivolous with my spending at time. It's always important to have some fun with it, but I think I need to be moving forward. I need to do better at managing my time and dollars and cents. And I think I failed to maximize on the potential of some investments that could have been made last year because I forget the numbers they show, but a lot of new millionaires and billionaires were created during the pandemic, and
Yeah.
I should have been one of them. So I failed to maximize on a once in a lifetime, a life altering event that is the pandemic. I failed to maximize on that opportunity and some other ones. So moving forward, I just got to do better with that.
Good shit. Good shit. Okay. You see your failures and how you plan on succeeding. What do we have this year coming up for you? We
Um,
know David going back to school. He got things pushing. That's his growth. That's how he gonna succeed this year. How you gonna succeed?
right now I'm trying to move into the real estate game. Also, I got some things going on behind closed doors that y'all know about. That's why my beard is missing. We'll talk about that
Yeah.
on the culmination episode a little later down the line. But once I've completed that, that'll be an
Keep your
accomplishment.
sex life to yourself, bro. We don't need to know nothing about the
Yeah,
arts.
man. This is ruining my ability to get more raw sex too. But on the serious note, yeah, I got some things that I'm working on. I just don't want to speak on them too publicly until they done. But I got some major wins coming if I just maximize on them. I plan on getting into the NFT game if Steph can properly give me the ones and twos of what I need to know about NFTs and how I need to do that. So that could be a win for me too. You know what I'm saying? Steph tried to tell us about Sheeb Coin a year and a half ago and Dave didn't want to listen. So I think that's another way I'll win this year is listening to
We
Steph.
all failed. We
Yeah,
all
listening
failed now listening
listen
to
to
stuff.
Steph more. We gonna get more GOBC merch that says listen to Steph and it's just gonna say Sheeb on it. Sheeb, listen to Steph is gonna be on the back. That brought it up too. That
Please.
reminded me. We get the GOBC merch is in. Go get that.
It's in there. We see
It's
you.
in there. This the windbreaker. This is an exclusive. Y'all can look like me, man. Go get that. Go get
Good
that.
shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good way to succeed. You failed though. More. That's what we
Oh,
need out of you.
I did, so I got to win more.
Facts. More. Steph, talk to us, bro. How you failed last year? You should have been one of the billionaires created this year. We know you did a lot, but talk to
Yeah.
us. Talk to us. Give us those failures and how you plan on succeeding this year.
I think what I failed at, this past year, um, was just it was a lot of trial and error with my newest business, and there was a lot of things I should have just said no to. I went into it with a clear cut and concise business plan, but I didn't stick to that. I just started accepting, everything that people was trying to throw at me, and for that reason, it was like a lot of stuff got left to the wayside. This year, moving forward with that, it's just gonna be, if I say no, I have to stick to my guns on it. If I say I'm not gonna do something, I'm not gonna do something, no matter how much people are asking me to do it. Um, and then as far as just, just centered around my life in general, I think, like you said, I should have been one of those people that was in that millionaire, billionaire category. And I definitely can do more. I definitely have to do more. I actually took some major losses on the side of like crypto and, the stock market and stuff, just kind of same thing, trial and error,
Yeah.
just put as much money as I could in, but just because I don't like to tell people about stuff if I haven't tried it myself, if I haven't gotten to it myself.
All right.
So that was a big thing for me. I think it was a very big year of learning, a very big year of trying to grow, and so this year, basically, to move forward, I'm just applying everything that I've learned, and I got
Right.
some big things in the works. So hopefully we'll hit that $1 million this year.
Good shit, bro. Good shit. Good shit. The stock market be so up and down, man. I know last year you talked to me a lot about putting money in She, Doge. I mean, everything that blew up. You was like, "Dog, you should put some money there. You should put some money there." And I'm like, "Yeah. I do it. I do it." So I definitely know that's huge, man. That's so. I guess, in all honesty, those are some of my failures. Then, I think last year was a when I went into the year, I was looking at it like, damn, I'm finna take off running, right? Like, this is my year to like really push. And one of the things I saw myself do was I failed myself because something that we've all prided ourselves in doing was just being super industrious and super motivated. I think I took a break, right? I took a break from that grind. And that was a failure. That was a major failure. I'm only failing myself, and I'm not as motivated as I need to be. Um, Man, one of my biggest failures to me personally was we went from we were getting a house built, and it was a house that I really wanted this design. I wanted it bad, man. Big single family home, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, sitting on an amazing lot, and I couldn't get it, and it was because I fumbled
Motherfucker
the
said
bag. You know what I
you
mean?
said you said single family home and said 5 bathrooms and 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom. Nigga, that's an apartment complex.
Yeah. But the thing is, see, but that's what I wanted though. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
when you can't have what you want, you're failing. You know what I'm saying? When you can't do the things that you want to do, when you can't have the things that you feel you need or want, it's a failure. So I think I failed in that sense. I feel like it should have been a little bit more growth for me last year. You know what I mean? Whether it be financially, spiritually, intellectually. I think last year was a year to grow, and there was a lot of failure on my part because I didn't push myself to where I needed to be. My goal is for that to be one of my successes, to really focus on growing my business and having a sizable passive income from that. So, of course, I'll be talking to the mad scientist, Stefan. Um, and then overall, I mean, we in what, the first minutes of the first quarter of this game.
Minutes of the
So,
first quarter, baby.
bruh. So, right now I just want to get this bitch warm. You know what I mean? Because I plan on taking all the shots. That's the big thing. I
Yeah.
want to take all the shots because there's a lot of shots that I missed last year because I just didn't take. You know what I mean? So I feel like Ivo and shit. Oh, 03, I'm letting this bitch ride.
Yeah.
Just period. I'm putting up all the shots I can. So that's my goal, man, to really push forward and grow my business. 7 books in the first quarter. I need 7 books knocked out in the first quarter. So that's my tangible goal. 7 books in the first quarter. And to grow my business by at least 75%. That's my goal. And I think Steph can help me out with that. So
That's
yeah,
strong.
that's my goal. 75%. I feel like that right there put me in a good spot to like be able to tell a wife, go ahead, you could do that without thinking twice. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's it, man. That's how I'm moving past failures, future successes. I feel like something we got to do more. And even having these conversations is holding each other to the fire. So if we set those goals, we got to be able to say, look, man, in the second quarter, we're gonna be checking you, making sure that you on top of that shit. So let's get some real life tangible goals right now put out on pod. I mean, we're gonna document this shit. Let's put it out there right now. What's something that we want to do individually that we can hold each other to? Steph, you want to go first?
Yeah. I mean, just off of all the stuff that we've said right now, I think one of the things that a lot of times when we are trying to reach these goals, we don't actually sit down and write these goals out and
Thanks.
then put down ways to get these goals. And so one of the things that I started doing was I read a book called Think and Grow Rich, and in the book, the author talks about how to do your goals. And so basically, he said, get you a piece of paper and you put your goal at the top, and then you write 1 through 20, and you sit there and you write 20 ways that you can reach that goal, no matter how stupid it may be. And then you start going down the list, and then if it's something illegal, cross it off, but write it down anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever
Believe.
way that you can accomplish that goal, you need to try to go for it. So if option one don't work, you got 19 more options. And so I think that that's a big deal of just laying out the goal and like trying to get to it. And I'm gonna be forcing myself to pretty much do everything is set myself on a schedule. That's one of my biggest things is setting myself on a schedule to touch everything that I need to touch. Because right now, trying to work a 9 to 5, run 2 businesses, and I just started a third with someone else, it's a lot, on my plate. And it's like, well, I'm working on one thing and then another thing calls. And it's always just kind of jumbled together. So I need clear, concise timing and just laying my goals out flat.
Nice, nice, nice. Cool. Beast, so tell us about it, brother. What do you plan on doing? Give us a goal.
I got as far as this season goes, I got goals set for each quarter financially of a number I want to get to. And my goal for this 2022 season in general is I want to make two purchases that are going to be substantial. And one is going to be a financial purchase that's stable, and the other one's going to be a fun purchase. So my
I
goal
hate
is, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm still enjoying this shit called life. So one of them is I want to close on this rental property this season. I'm
facts.
close. I'm closing on the rental property this season, and this season I'm gonna buy myself an expensive toy. I'm gonna buy something that makes me smile. Most likely goes over 180 miles an hour. So those are my two 2022 goals. That's like we gonna get a bunch of wins this year, all four of us. But if I'm talking about my two biggest, as far as what I'm gonna have to put down wise, financially. I want to close on a rental property, so my my assets can pay for my liability. So I'll be closing on that as an asset, and then I'm going to get a liability.
I don't. I like that, and usually, I'm the don't have fun nigga.
Right.
However, I would say that it wouldn't be a liability if you take that car and you put that shit on Turo. You make money off
Facts.
that shit. So,
Facts.
and again, I think this is the importance of again the good old boys clubs because we get to have these conversations and a
Yeah.
nigga could level up. Yeah, it's a liability if you just buy it and you do 180 in it and it's just sitting there. But if
But shit,
while you ain't driving that bitch, somebody else is driving that bitch and
Oh
paying
yeah.
a note on that, oh, you eating. You
It's
eating.
yeah, and it's other. I was listening to, and I got the book. It's not a free. I'm not going to do any free publicity for anybody, but it's a gentleman that I was reading a book from, and he has a few cars, and he's turned his cars into actual assets too, because certain cars are actually when people doing
tax
car
write-off.
shows, they'll that tax write offs, but that's if it's over 6,000 pounds. But certain cars are also assets. When certain people doing car shows, you can just bring your car for a couple hours to add to that car show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna find ways to make it an asset.
good shit. Good
Hmm.
shit. Shit, roll right into it then, Dave.
For me, a lot of my goals are extended. They're 5 years out. Purchasing my house. Again, I want to move to Katy, Texas. Because I'm planning on starting a family. And
Facts.
a great school district and
Texas.
the houses for I mean for what you could get in the city, you go to Texas and you can get a castle. So those are long term goals. So for me, like short term goals, I think educate and separate is really what I'm on. As far as financial literacy, learning and investing my money into creating more passive income,
Facts.
uh building up my credit a little bit better so when I do, get the house or whatever, uh I get a decent rate on there. Um Also, I got a I got a personal goal of like just saving 50,000 for this year. Uh 20 Me and my wife did our budget for the year or whatever. And with our incomes, when you minus all like our expenses and shit like rent, utilities, everything, groceries, we I think we have like 53,000 left over. And I'm thinking like what the fuck did that 53,000 go last year? It was
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. And so my goal is to save 25 of that, but then also to make 25 off commissions in my travel agency.
Facts.
What's the name of your travel agency? Why don't you plug that real quick?
Are we there yet? Travel group.
Oh, okay, cool,
Are we there yet?
Yes. Travel
Facts.
group.
cool.
Are you there yet? That's good shit, bro. I think 50,000 definitely a reasonable goal, and it's definitely out because so this when we get into those numbers when you can take a sizable lump sum, man. You can call the mad scientist down here and say, "Hey, Steph, I got $20 that I want to put into something. What's up?" And Steph say 20,000. Shit, Sheep is looking real good, Bitcoin. We'll talk about Bitcoin later on, but
The next topic is fumbling the bag.
Come on, man. Y'all want me?
fumble in the
We
bag,
need this.
fumble in the bag, the fumble in the bag from the article
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Fumbling the bag.
Allow
Toxic
me to
shit.
allow
Well,
me
I
to
don't know the article,
articulate.
so I need to know what the article is.
I got it right here. I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
Steph, look, oh, you can't look in the group chat. Go ahead, go ahead.
So this came from Twitter. Twitter's not a real place, but on Twitter they was dragging this gentleman because they said he fumbled the bag with this young lady. And
Twitter's
essentially,
my home. It's my
yeah.
second home.
So essentially, I'm gonna read what happened for us and the people viewing this, and then we can all react. So this chick, she say, "Hey, it's name redacted, of course." She say, "Sorry to text you so early, but I'm just waking up for work.
Wait, what time was it that she texted him?
5:37 a.m. That's early as shit.
That's early as fuck.
So she say,
Oh, wait,
sorry to
wait, wait. Before you even go there, what time did she say, hey, it's her?
12:23 a.m.
AM? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Continue, please.
So she say, yeah, so sorry for the early text. I'm just waking up for work. I felt the need to let you know that you're cute and that's great and all, but I make 80K a year myself. I'm successful. I'm doing great. And I don't need a guy to call me at midnight for a booty call. I don't need anything serious. I don't want anything serious, but at least I deserve to be asked to hang out earlier in the day and maybe a dinner or something. I'm an independent, successful, on my own, and I don't need someone. This bitch can't really write. Uh, I'm independent. I'm successful. I'm on my own. I don't need someone to treat me like that. I'm not mad, and I'd be happy to go out to dinner with you and then hang out and have some tequila. So on, but not like what you asked last night. Just brought myself a real nice boob job in July. It's finally completely healed, and I would love to show them off to someone. But like I said, treat me with respect. So just to fully introduce it for those that might not know at home, basically this gentleman hit her up at what we call last call for alcohol hours. Essentially, it's
Facts.
late. It's late night. It's late in the shot clock. I've been having a bad game. I'm putting up as many shots as I can, and he came across her phone. He was just trying to beat, you feel me? And she felt like he came disrespectful. So let's react. Did he fumble the
Whoa,
bag?
whoa. What did he do to fumble the bag?
So in
He a bird. Essentially, he didn't go. He didn't go for this shit. When he called, he's the one that posted this on Twitter.
Okay.
So he was like, basically, this bit. I'm paraphrasing. He basically said like the shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here, the shit that these women do, type shit. And people was telling him he fumbled the bag because people were essentially saying that she gave him the step by step directions to get the draws, and he didn't do that. So people felt like he fumbled the bag. React.
So I mean, I don't know how y'all feel, but this the way I feel. First off, something that bothered me the most is society tell every woman that they the bag. You know what I mean? Every female think they the bag, and that's the problem, right? So everybody was mad at him saying he fumbled the bag because he put it on Twitter like, man, she bugging. We got to know our roles in people's lives. You know what I'm saying? She was not the chick that he want to go out, have dinner with, do tequila, take shots, enjoy time, live life, make memories with. She was the midnight I'm trying to beat. You know what I'm saying? That's why he hit her at that time. She didn't play that role in his life. And she got to know that. So even sending that message, my response would have been, nah, baby, I'm sorry. You a midnight groove, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, if you can't be a midnight groove, then there's nothing more we can do because I'm not trying to make memories to you. There's nothing about you that I'm trying to add value to this situation. I don't think he fumbled the bag. I think he knew exactly what kind of bag it was, and it was a paper bag from the grocery store. She not a Chanel, unfortunately. She thought she was because she got the boob job, but sorry, you put a brooch on, baby, and it wasn't even real. That's it. You not a Chanel. You're a cum bucket. That's how I feel. I mean, I don't
Dave.
know.
React.
Me react. Okay, so I wanna commend her for being direct,
Steph,
being
react.
hold on. She was being direct. She was being honest in her opinion. I think this is very important. I think we kind of glossing over this, even when we just talking about it in pre-production. I think when she broke down that whole little soliloquy or whatever,
Mm.
she's a good man. But what she thinks is important is not important to a man. We don't care that you make
Oh,
$80,000.
you pod.
That
Okay.
that's great. I think that what women identify as a good man, they think that if they're that, they're a good woman. And so she in her mind, her value is higher than what he as a man places her value at. Your value isn't what you value yourself as, is what other people are willing to do for you. And he wasn't willing to take her out for tequila. That show her value. She needs to reassess uh what she brings to the table for certain situations. It's a punch in the gut, but that 80K isn't moving niggas. Like I
Bro
could
said she
I
need
could
an
give a fuck
appraisal.
about. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not an appraisal. She
No,
just,
you potting. No,
I
no,
think
Zach, you potting.
you was ready to cut me off though.
Yeah, no, you potting. I was wrong. Pardon the body.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, it's not an appraisal. I think 90% of women suffer from this though, where they think that, oh, I have a college degree, I have a good job. I don't think that really comes up in guys' mind for what they want in a woman. I don't think that is very high on a list. But a lot of women, because that's their perspective and what they want, it's hard for them to put themselves in a guy's shoes and identify with what he values. And so again, it's on her to identify and stand her ground that, hey, this is, what I feel I'm worth. You're not to him, but congratulations that you were able to speak freely. I'm empowerment, all of that. You offer me.
No, yeah, you potting. You potting. I like
Definitely.
how you. That's the new. I'm gonna put that. That's gonna be. We gonna get new GOBC merch, and that's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be like pussy appraisal. It's gonna be on the shirt. Like the,
Appraisals.
What's the appraisal?
we need a pussy appraisal team. Like, like,
Oh
come in.
my.
I'm gonna get on the calculator and do numbers. Like, okay, that box is worth 3 dinners
Yeah.
and a midnight text. You know what I'm saying? Steph, react, man. React, King.
First of all, Shorty retarded. Like, she definitely responded or sent a text message in the form of like she like said two different things at once. Like, yeah, they'll be hitting me up about sex, but look at these titties though. Goof ass bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, is she fucking or not? Like, why would you send all this whole ass message to say like, oh, don't call me at midnight, but I do want to show you my titties though. Bitch, you
But
could have did that shit.
she wanted to. She wanted to. That's what she was
So
saying.
what's
I
the
want to, but
problem?
this is what
It makes no sense. It makes
she
no sense.
wanted. She wanted to not feel the. She understood the role that he was giving her, and she wanted to be a starter. She wanted off the bench.
Nah,
That's
nah.
that's ultimately what it was.
So,
Nah,
so just to
if he
add,
had the actual dinner, you know what I'm saying? Like and I think it goes back to like the pussy appraisal thing. Is like she tried to appraise herself, right? But he had already gave her that category. So like,
Yeah.
so why would you text somebody and say, oh, I'm worth this and this and this and this? They already told you what they thought that they thought you were worth. You know what I'm saying? Like they already said the shit. So it's like at this point you just kind of selling yourself short because you even made this
N-
big of a deal about it. You even sent the text
not
message.
Nah, see, that's where I don't think that's right. I think that shit, and that's why I commend her for standing her ground, because that's what she wants. That's what she wants, and that's what she feels that she deserves. That's cool.
Closing
He
But the
our
just
thing
not the
is,
nigga.
like,
He just not the
if
nigga that's gonna
that's what
give it
you
to
really
her.
deserve, find somebody that'll treat you like that instead of like trying to go
And
tell somebody, hey,
and
treat me like
and
this.
ultimately that, but that's how you tell people, like, people gonna do what the fuck you allow them to do. So if she would have came over there, even though she wanted to, and gave up the draws, then more of that would have continued. She would have continued to be placed in that box. But instead she was like, nah, nigga, this is how I feel. Which I understand, but I also
You don't have
understand
to
him. Like,
respond
you not that.
to it. And he'll
But
have to respond to it. I mean, it's I feel like that's just a little extra. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody already kind of like he already hit you up at midnight and whatever conversation y'all had, you obviously
right.
told him, on the phone. So the extra text message at the end, trying to tell him what you think you worth. What was the point of that if you already talked about it? Like,
well, as let me react to this as the chief and founder of the Pussy Appraisal Team. It's I'm the chief and founder, man. Hey, that's gonna be on the go get your GOBC merch. That's gonna be on the site soon, man. Pussy Appraisal Team shirts with it. Those will be out soon. But when we first came across this in pre-production, I said I felt like he fumbled the bag and he didn't. I felt two ways about it at the same time. One, I felt like he fumbled the bag only because she was given the syllabus for women with that mentality. So even if he didn't want to deal with her, he could have used those same blueprints in the future. But where I don't feel like he fumbled the bag is kind of the same thing we were saying. This kind of goes back to when we was talking about the guys trip in Miami, and late in the game, I was just getting shots up. I'm calling for a clear out because I got to get
Yeah,
shots up. It's late. It's late at night. Clear out. ISO. Just get the fuck out the way. I'm trying to score. So when I think it's kind of like a point that Dave and Scooter both said. Sometimes women have this heightened sense of self where it's like, I want you to have self esteem, but you got to realize that what you have isn't premium for everybody. It's perfect for somebody, but that might not be perfect for me. So for me, if I hit you at midnight on this is what I'm on. I already got a date planned tomorrow for the woman I actually like. The one
that's
that I
it.
actually want to be with. Let me finish, Dave. The woman that I actually want to be with, I actually want to date. I got a date planned for her already. I'm probably on the phone with her talking sweet, acting like I'm finna doze off while I'm in my phone perusing for some pussy for the night. But in this situation,
WBC does not share the views and
no,
values
no, absolutely. This is this
for
is
Texas,
this is
know.
these opinions are only that of the chief of the pussy appraisal team. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that a lot of time, like I said, we feel like, and I think I made a fishing analogy originally. Like if I'm out in the ocean and I'm fishing for a marlin, you know, and this is a great trophy fish, but I know I'm not always gonna catch a marlin. So hey, I'm not gonna catch a marlin for the day, but when I'm throwing this reel out here, I might just be looking for a bass because I'm hungry tonight. But long term, I'm out here looking for a marlin. So I'm not gonna chase something that's just a meal for the night, like I'm gonna chase something that's the trophy. And we gotta understand, men and women, that we not everybody trophy. Every man is not the prototype for husband. Every woman is not the prototype for wife. And I think women got to get out their emotions a little more about it. I don't think we do that as men. As men, we've all dealt with, probably except for Dave, who's been a married and exclusively loving one woman man for the last 20 years. But all of us that have been single at some point in our life we've dealt with both. We dealt with a woman that we was just kicking it with, and we
Right.
didn't have any super serious intentions with. And we've also been on the other side of the gun where I'm just this to her. I'm just somebody to kick it with for the night. She not looking to have something serious with me. I'm just somebody she want to, what I'm saying, appraise the pussy for the night. And then I'm gone. And then the nigga she really want to date, she like, we got brunch with dude tomorrow. And I'm just the one for the night.
I think the women have to understand when we talk about this appraisal that the value of a box is at an all time low.
Oh,
Um,
It's
I
all time low.
from I know that from like timeline and memes that I was seeing about 3 years ago, the value of pussy was $40,
Yeah.
and this was pre-pandemic.
And this is the this is
$40.
the this is the current value of pussy with today's inflation, right? That's the current
Yeah.
value by the gold standard.
Pre-pandemic pussy was $40. So I mean, I think that women in the dating world have to take that into account. That if that is what you feel like is high on the value list, it
Pre-pandemic
it
pussy.
is yeah, $40. So I don't know what it's worth now because I
It's
haven't seen
legit
any.
PPP. Like,
It's legit.
hey, this is up.
That's why I'm
Go get
laughing.
your GOBC merch. Get that PPP shirt, man. Get that PPP.
Oh my fucking god, man.
Oh my God. Now
Yeah.
I'm with you though, Dave. I appreciate the fact that she spoke her truth, right? Like, man, don't hit me like this. You know what I'm saying? She put it out there like, this is what I'm expecting, this is what I'm wanting. I just think we all got to know our place, right? Our role in somebody's life, man. That's just the way I see it.
Hold
You
on,
know, we
hold
got
on,
to know
hold
where
on.
we
Because
stand.
now I got a Bobby Smurder this shit. Let me tell you, off with the hat. Let me tell you. because I was talking to Rachel about. I was talking to my sister about this.
About PPP?
No, I was on the phone and
Okay.
I was about to go to sleep or whatever. So I'm saying good night, goodbye or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go ahead, get ready for bed. I'm finna rake myself and go to sleep.
So,
Tune up.
So
It's
what's the new
tune up.
term for it though? What's the you,
consensual self rape. I say not forgetting that I'm talking to my sister. Like, yeah, I'm gonna rape myself and go to sleep. And then she was like, "Wait, what?" She was like, "But you got a wife?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck that mean." She was like, and she was like, "But you go get some." And then I was like, "Yeah, but sometimes niggas don't want to go through all of that. Sometimes nigga just wanna get his shit off so he go to sleep." And so I was like, I stopped her and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring this up on the pod, and we're gonna talk about it because, and I think it's perfect because personally, with the last conversation, I think that she the appraisal was higher than she thought it was for the box. And I think that when we talk about the value, I married my wife. We had a very nice wedding, and the pussy is there and it's mine. And sometimes I will still beat my shit because I don't want the pussy. So it's just you gotta you gotta we just gotta talk about the value of it. And women have to stop putting so much value on that one thing because I'm married and I have pussy. I can go downstairs right now and get pussy.
let,
But if I want to, I can beat my shit and not have no worries.
No
I'm
conversation.
fine. I'm fine.
No
I will
work.
load up Pornhub and I will find any bitch that I want to fuck. It's categories of bitches that I've been fucking for years. For years.
man, let me get in, man. Outlet, man. Outlet.
Go ahead.
Yo, first off, you're a fucking sicko. let's,
Flat out. Flat out.
let's get to it. CSR, ladies and gentlemen. Consensual self
Sicko, let
rape.
me tell you. Hold on. Real quick. Story time. So I'm sitting here one day, right? Roxy downstairs asleep.
Talk that shit.
I'm up in this bitch. Hold on, let me not get naked up in this motherfucker. But I'm in this bitch right here. Right here where you see me at. You see all these TVs and shit. I'm stroking my shit.
Whoa. Too animated.
Down
Too
there.
animated.
Hold on.
Ew, man.
Animated.
My wife walked through the door. She like, but I'm laying in bed. I don't know what to say. I'm just
I couldn't make
I
it to
be
the bed.
down there. I be down there. So give you a So I gotta have this conversation when I gotta let her know. Yeah,
Bro,
sometimes, man. Sometimes I don't be wanting to do all of that, man. I don't want to have to eat the box for 15 minutes and do all that kissing and shit. And nah, man. This right here, 5
Wait.
minutes. 5
and,
minutes, and I'm asleep.
and that's the point. That's the point I want to come in on, man. Like
Manual melatonin.
it's nature's melatonin, but that go back to the value conversation. You love your wife, but you didn't marry her for just that one attribute. And women can overvalue it even when we in a relationship. Like, yo, if I'm with you because I love you for you. And it's like sometimes I don't want to go through the drama of everything that comes with that. When I know I can warm it right up and,
Right up.
and get it right through and get nature's melatonin. And it's funny you brought that up because obviously I'm the non-married man on here, me and Steph, of course. But I mean, I've been in relationships, and the loneliest feeling, scariest feeling in the world is when you get caught in the middle of the CSR. When you get caught in the middle of that, and they look at you like you so fucking disgusting, and then they look like they hurt and disappointed.
You
Like,
betrayed them. You
hey,
betrayal.
that's the
And
worst
two
part.
juices. And
Right.
two.
That's the worst part about being in a relationship for a long time. Obviously, I served a 3-year bid, even though I've never been married. And when you in a relationship a long time with a woman, y'all start getting to the point y'all like just violate certain rules, like they'll walk into the bathroom, shit like that. And it's like, damn, you come in here and I'm legit in here. I'm almost
So
at the. I'm at the.
what did
I'm
you
next to the
say?
rim.
What did you say? I didn't know what the fuck
I
to
did
say.
damn near the same thing. I looked like, hey, I felt like, hey, you remember when you was a kid and like this? Come on, this for the real '90s baby, and you got in trouble in school, and like your OG played the voicemail, and she just looking at you, and you like, that's how I felt, and it's like I tried to go into the same explanation, like, look, it's nothing
I'm gonna
personal.
come clean. I wanted to bust my nut still. Gone to bed. Gone to fuck the bed. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
down there. Let me finish.
and that was my
This ain't
thing.
gonna
It's
take.
like,
I'm almost there, my nigga.
and that was
Wait.
my thing. Like, I know how to get me there. It's nothing personal against you, baby. You're beautiful. Everything looking great. You smelling good. But the bottom line of it is I want to just go in here 5, 7 minutes, nature's melatonin, and go to sleep. I didn't feel like going through a 30-minute hit workout and make sure you got there first. Got fucking I've been appraising, so I got appraisal all over my beard. I'm just trying to get this done. You feel me? Like,
Facts.
y'all
Facts.
go ahead, man.
Y'all sick. Like, I just want y'all to know that. Y'all sick. It's sick. It's real sick.
Yes,
But we
on
all do it, right? I swear, it's easier, man. At the end of the day, it's just easier. You know what I mean? It ain't no work, and you know you. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things people gotta understand. I know me, man, so I know exactly what I want, when I want it, how I want it. I'm getting right to the job. I'm getting it done. I'm in and I'm off. You know what
Did
I'm
you
saying?
get caught
That's it.
before?
Yeah, I keep going. I look him in the eyes. Sick shit. I'm sick. I'm sick.
You gonna
Like
help
this.
or not? You
Look,
talking
now
Oh
about
the
my
fantasy is
god.
heightened. Now I'm being caught, so I'm
yeah,
sick.
sicko. It's voyeur at
Oh,
this point.
oh now I'm voyeurism. Now it's
Yeah.
voyeurism.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, shit. I mean, that's one thing that women don't understand. And this has been my groove forever, bro. Like I could send out those late night messages. Somebody could be like, "I ain't messing around with you right now." That's cool. I'm finna beat my meat. What are you talking about? I'm finna CSR. I don't need nobody else. I got big hands. I can palm a ball. I'm working me. You know what I mean? Vice grip. Nothing
Ro-
else. I'm happy after this. You don't even know.
Roxy went home for the holidays, so I had the week to myself. She come back, she like, you been watching porn all the time. Fuck is you
Nah,
talking about? Been busting nuts everywhere in
everywhere.
this motherfucker.
Yeah. House is Christian.
Come on,
But
Steph.
it's no
Let's
work
go.
to it. And I don't think women don't realize that like I got drug on Twitter, bro. I mean, I went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with women on Twitter. Twitter is like the place where all these random conversations happen. But it was women talking about how they feel like they got to do so much work. And I'm like, the reality of it is, I don't do
Start
shit.
it.
You don't
Start
do
it.
shit.
They
You
just
know what
lay.
I'm saying?
They just lay out.
You
Start it.
laying there. You laying there while I'm going through a hit workout. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of it. I gotta do so much. And most times they just come with the I'm thrown on the bonnet box. And I'm cool
Oh,
about that. You know what I mean? I'm cool. I
come
can let me fantasize and work myself. You know what I'm saying? Because now I gotta legit perform. You know, and
yo.
that's the thing. We gotta perform. Everything about us gotta be operational. We gotta be working. You just gotta lay there.
I fucking hate the bonnet pussy. Like I can go on here, hit Pornhub, and I'm not gonna find nothing with a bonnet on.
Nothing. Everything
Like
made up, look amazing.
Hold on. No,
I
gotta
hate
disagree.
bonnet pussy.
Me, I'm not gonna say. I'm talking about as far as the Pornhub. I find that if you record it in a bonnet on Pornhub and of melanin skin complexion, your head game is amazing. Typically,
Mm.
it bonnet won't be in the title, but if you ever see a bitch in a bonnet on Hub, get that
It's
motherfucker a
crazy.
click.
You
Trust me,
say,
it's different. It's
Yeah, but she's
different. Yes,
performing,
I
bro. She's
stopped on
performing though.
bonnets.
That's the thing. She's performing because
she
she knows she
performing.
on camera, and it's just like
Mm,
it's the same way that women do prior to marriage, prior to committed relationships. They perform, right? You could be
mhm.
talking to a girl, and when she come through, it's a performance. You like, yo, I got to keep this. 6 months
But
in, you like,
it's the
yo,
same it's the same way for
what
men too.
happened?
I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I don't get no fuck no more. You know how Bernie Mac was, and you better get yours. That's how I be.
I don't
Sometimes
know,
I
bro.
be like,
My
I'm getting my
mentality.
shit, and I'm getting a nah. I don't
I
get
want
no
to go for
fuck.
81 every game. I'm going for 81.
Yeah. I'm trying
But
to
when
I'm
the
trying to have
fighter,
my best game. I'm trying to have my best game every time I come out. That's why I go to the CSR sometimes, because sometimes I don't feel like performing,
like
and then
performance.
they catch me in the middle of the CSR. Now I'm in there trying to perform like Jordan in the fucking flu game. I'm really under the weather. I don't feel like doing this. I just want to go to sleep.
If I get a
Now
if
I'm
I
getting
get a
carried off the court.
if it's a day game or evening game, I'll try to get buckets. But if it's one of those LA West Coast night games, Lakers versus Clippers, nah, I'm taking my ass to sleep. I'm busting my shit and I'm getting the fuck up out of here. We not finna be all night with this shit. The game started at 12 or later, oh, it's over with. This not finna
I
be an
think
hour episode.
I think the biggest thing is, man, it's just it's like everything that's surrounded. Like it's you. Of course, you want to have sex with your lady. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But everything surrounded it is like you have to work so hard, right? From not even from like having sex, but like to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to make sure she in the mood. Did she eat today? Did you do something today to piss her off? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so much shit that goes along with it. Like you might be walking on eggshells, walking to the bed trying to get some. It don't take shit for us to get up. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
right there. Like I could the wind blow too hard, my dick is hard. Like period point blank. But you gotta I gotta kiss you for 15 minutes, then I gotta rub on you, then I gotta lick you, then I gotta flip you over. Like, come on, man.
do a
That's a lot,
Shakespeare
I could
sonnet,
I could have got 3 off in that time.
bruh.
Yeah.
bruh.
I got the blue chew right here. Hold on, where we at?
Don't make me go grab the honey, baby.
I
Don't
be
make me go
fucking
grab.
myself. Fuck
Hey,
all of
no
that
free
shit.
advertisement, man. They got to sponsor us. No free advertisement. But no, that's legit. I think all that work you got to do, and then like you say, you walking on eggshells because you could be putting all this work in, all this work in. You know what I mean? You did a Shakespeare sonnet. You did a manual massage. You didn't
And
play this
somebody could have pissed
movie,
off at work. And it's your
and
fault.
then you blow your nose the wrong way, and they like, I'm just not feeling it right now. Oh, it's for me. I'm like, cool. Cause me and El Vaselino going crazy tonight.
Hey,
You know what I
hey,
mean?
look, what
Hey, step your game up and get coconut oil. Hey,
this the worst part though, right? Like when they go out of town, and like you said, you had the house to yourself for three
you
days.
prep
They
the
go
rest.
out of
You already know where you're gonna sit for the
hey,
first one.
well look, they go out of town. I'm a serial self rapist at this point.
Facts.
Like, it's it's premeditated. Then, but see, this one they get bad. Then they get back from the trip, and then you kind of cook. Like, no, like I literally just finished 30 minutes before you got through the door. Now it's me. It's like, what bitch done been over here? This one. This bitch
Yeah.
has been over here.
Right
Then,
here. This one right
me,
here.
me and
Hello.
this bitch, me and this bitch been all through the house.
Raven.
facts.
Hey,
It's real, bro. It's real, but it's necessary. I guess in reality, when you talk about the PPP or the PA team, this is the value. You know what I mean? We just know that this is so much more valuable than that. And it's not all about that. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more. When you want to enjoy your partner, you enjoy him for everything else. You enjoy the conversations, the inside jokes, the laughing, the talking, the kicking it. You enjoy the groove of companionship
yeah,
and not just the box. You know what I'm saying? Because the box is just, it
Yeah.
can legit be replaced by some really good quality coconut oil and a firm grip. And my grip is
Yeah.
stronger than
any boss I've ever had. I don't think I don't think women want to hear this point too. It'll probably get you married niggas in trouble. So y'all don't got to repeat it. But like, I think women that you're in a relationship with need to know this too. Like, as far as how a relationship and marriage, at least for me, you rarely marry or take a serious relationship with the best box you've had in your fucking life. The biggest freak you had in your life, you do not date for real. I'm just being, at least in my world. At least in my world, some of the best I've had is not somebody I was in a serious relationship with.
My wife is the best that I've ever had.
Huh?
My wife is the best that I've ever had.
Hey, I get
I
it.
concur.
Y'all can't pod.
I
Y'all can't pod. I'm
concur.
gonna tell the truth,
I've been potting nonstop.
bro.
What else can I
What
say?
I say this day, you've been in a relationship since before, like legit, we had driver's license. So it's different for you. But for me, I can honestly, man, look, it's a couple females in my past that I never dated for real. But if they text my phone right now, I got to make sure I wear the right pants, or I'm gonna look like a pervert outside. Like, no, I'm like, oh, that motherfucking box mean. And a lot of time, the nastiest freak you had, you don't end up marrying, gang. Some of the stuff you do to these freaks, you're not gonna want to do that to your queen.
You know what's wild though? Somebody marries her.
And you know what's crazy? I feel jealous and bad for him at the same time.
No, no, don't. Because she stops performing once they committed. So
So I,
all that wild shit is out the window. This is the problem. Because in reality, we might be thinking like, in reality, our partner could be the best somebody else ever had. And he could be in his mind thinking like, oh my God, remember she did this, that, and the third. And we at home like, the bonnet again. You know
he
what I'm
thinking that
saying?
he thinking that and he don't realize I'm getting the CSR going 10 times a week.
Yeah, sorry. You see what I'm saying? I just think it's a performance, bro. It's a performance initially. And then once it's like, oh, he ain't going nowhere, the performance is over. You know what I mean? They coasting like Zell. Denzel don't ever got put on a great performance again. He gonna be the GOAT.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? He put
right.
his work in. He's solidified now, and that's kind of the same way it be when you get into committed relationships. The work was put in when they was performing and auditioning. Once they get the role, it's over, baby. I'm coasting. I'm like a vet in the league. I'm only taking my shots. I'm hitting my
Oh no.
spots, taking my shots. I'm a role player. Unless you LeBron, and then you still going for 43 or
People in
37.
relationships, people in relationships act like NBA players during fucking contract year. They bust their ass and go crazy during contract year. When you give away that ring, yo, this shit is a bust. It's like Darren Williams when he went to the Nets. You are not producing anymore. You looked amazing prior to, but you are just average as shit now.
Jesus Christ. You're
It's deep.
sick. You're sick on a whole nother level, but we get it.
I've been listening to Kurt Franklin.
Edit point.
Sue the
Edit.
hell out of us for this.
Edit point. What?
This is the idea that solely David's and no one else is Kurt. So if you're us, all my people say. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna
Kurt,
lie to
Kurt Franklin was out here raping himself.
He definitely was. Fool was a
you.
hey him and
Addicted.
Franklin
him and
was
Shorty
making
from Battle
gospel
Rap.
and fucking the shit out of himself.
He could give us all the best stars. He like, who you need? Roxy? You need Roxy? I got all the footage.
Nigga was leaving the studio praising God and fucking himself silly. Yo, Kurt Franklin a wild motherfucker.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
he understood, the value of a good CSR.
He was beyond his time. In reality,
He
he knew.
really he really a trailblazer.
Yeah,
He
for real.
is.
He
He
really
is.
crawled so we could walk.
Facts. Facts. The
But
road less taken.
he was doing this shit to like magazines. Like,
That's
cause
why
it was
he's a real
Playboy
trailblazer.
back
He's like the
and
Weary
hustle.
Bridge builder.
you think about how like our fathers had to beat they shit.
To
Some
be
fucked up shit. Like, can you imagine like beating off to a still image? That's some wild
Yes.
shit, man.
Yes. I don't know about you. I've done it.
You're 30. You're 35.
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah.
never.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
it.
that by the time I really started like aggressively fucking myself,
Jet Beauty of the Week? What?
it
Mean.
was I had images. It
Mean.
was Wi-Fi around at least net zero. It was dial
Hold
up.
on. I'm
Or
gonna tell you
when
when it
I
went to another level is when like YouTube really started getting crazy, right?
nah
So like
see
first it was just like the magazines, then YouTube hit. I'm talking about serial, like serial. I assaulted myself.
HBO HBO like
14,
sex talk or real talk. It was some
14.
shit
I know
going
what you're
wild.
talking about.
It was
Assaulted
some shit on
myself.
HBO had some shit on demand where they had like some nasty shit. I'd be fucking myself to some weird shit. It'd be some old white people, like some swinger type shit.
Real, you talking
Like
about real sex?
real
Yeah, that's what
sex,
he's
that
talking
was
about.
it. I'd be fucking the shit out of myself. Hey, let me all right, now since we being vulnerable and I feel like this is a safe space, I gotta come clean.
Well, we're not gonna talk about anal masturbation.
No, what's wrong with you?
He
I
instantly threw that
fucked
in there.
I fucked my grandma cable bill
Oh
up one
man,
time.
Boy,
you
My
you
can't
can't
say
nigga,
lie
that
like that.
slow.
ten
You can't
Outlet,
say
ten
that
outlet,
slow.
dollars.
outlet, outlet. Yo, when you say that sentence next time, say it
Speed it
quickly.
up.
Don't pause.
Speed it
Right.
up.
Don't pause that.
I
Speed that.
fucked my
That shit sounded crazy. That sounded crazy.
I
I was
fucked
Bruh,
definitely going to
I
do the
think
I
outro. Hey,
fucked
thanks a lot for
I
tuning
fucked
in. We
my no hold on. Let's talk about this because this is real. I know I ain't the only one that went on a binge of buying the 10.99 or the 9.99 movies, and then grandma get hit with a $300 fucking bill, and then you just gotta. That nut was too much.
you
I'm
hit him
not
with
even
the
gonna
Adam and
lie,
Eve. The Adam and Eve movies went crazy.
bruh.
You know what I used to
I
do?
was wilding
Frank
out.
was way fly.
I used to I used to steal my uncle. He had the DVDs. He had like the whole Booty Talk collection, motherfucker. He had like he was the first
Man,
nigga I seen with like volume one. I'm like, nigga, this is like a holographic Charizard card on Pokemon, nigga. This motherfucker is like valuable. You
yeah.
feel me? So, but he married, so like I knew where his stash was at, and he can't say to my auntie like, "Yo, did you take this?" So he had to just take that shit on the chin. Well, hey, I was checking them motherfuckers out like books at the library. I take one, use it for like a week, sneak it back into the collection, take another one. I'm like, what we got this week? Dewey
My
Decimal System.
my dad was the DVD man. I stole one of his shits. It was Ride My Pimp. I've been looking for that shit forever. I'm waiting for somebody to rip that shit, put that shit online, man.
Put that shit on
Bro,
Plex.
we had
But
VHS tapes back in the day, man. I used to
this one,
record that shit off them channels you talking about. Record that shit at night and watch that shit during the day. Had them
Hey,
bitches hid in my room.
hey, Steph is a sicko. We talk about early 2000s. Steph is in the living room
with a
on the
VCR.
hey
With a VCR.
on a brightly lit Chicago day at 2 o'clock,
This nigga
getting the
got porn
business
on a
done.
Barney cassette tape. Shit, he
Soon
recorded.
as I get out of school, it's
This,
over with.
this nigga recorded over the Aladdin VHS, and he beat.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
I can show you the world
Oh my god, let's get up out of here. Let's
live.
get up out of here. Y'all niggas is
Let's
crazy.
wrap this thing, man.
Sickos, man. Straight sickos. But I guess, man, that about does it, man. That about does it for this episode of the GOVC. Shit talking with the guys. These sickos out here. David, consensual self-rape, the
Yep.
first time.
I'm gonna
Cortez
have
will definitely brought the new
Pussy appraisal team, chief and commander, man.
pussy appraisal team, new GOVC clothing. David with the PPP, pre-pandemic pussy clothing line. And Steph is the sickest man in
We got
Chicago.
now,
Midday
the next
Aladdin
how. Just
strokes.
ask
This is
when. Take a
wild.
bow for the ones who came before us. Go
Hey,
spit
I
on.
really need to get away
Put
from
a
you
hand
guys,
straight at your
man. But
brim.
good
Bust these
stuff.
phlegm.
Once
Tonight,
again, shit talking with the guys. We got to keep the
negative pen,
conversation
throw
going
some ink.
forward.
I'm talking plural.
We just trying to be
Don't know what
bridge
to do
builders,
with me.
people.
Every
Appreciate
defending
you
me
for
for
coming
unity.
out.
I
For
give my
real.
heart in perpetuity to all the stars from my community that ain't never got to shine and glisten, but still can analyze prediction. I murder every single rhyme I'm spitting. I teach you how to eat and dietitians. Give me a beat nail if my feet swell. Don't trip, that mean I'm